What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another Mock the Mock Draft. And today we got Daniel Jeremiah's Mock 2.0. Hopefully, this one is better than the last one I reacted to. The last one I hated. I did not like really any of the picks, and it was just all over the place. Let's see how DJ went about this one. And yeah, it is brand new, came out today. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. And starting off number one, oh shit, he did not write a lot. Number one, he is going to go Fernando Mendoza. This is pretty consensus among everyone, so not really a reason to talk about it. But number two, we're already starting off. Uh, at least I would say my guard is up. He goes David Bailey out of Texas Tech to the Jets. There's a couple things that I have questions about. Um, One is, I guess, age isn't a factor. David Bailey is 2 years older than Arvel Reese and Ruben Bain, so I'm a little surprised by that. Or maybe not Ruben, but for sure he's 2 years older than Arvel. I know that for sure. Ruben, I can't really remember off the top of my head, but yeah, I mean, I guess you're just going pure pass rush, which is fine in my opinion. But I feel like if you're doing that, Ruben Bain kind of fits the mold a lot more of what Aaron Glenn had on the edge in Detroit. So that could have been like his Hutchinson at two. And then it's like, yeah, David Bailey, there's argument, is the best pure pass rusher, but he's probably also obviously the worst run defender. And he's not very versatile like the other two. But like I said, in terms of pure pass rush, I understand the logic, but I like the other two a little bit more. Number three, it's going to be Francis Mano. I think this is the perfect pick for the Cardinals. They need offensive line help so bad. Maui Noah to me is the best player on the offensive line in the class. I have a borderline top 10 grade on him. So yeah, if he's here, I think it makes a lot of sense for the Cardinals. Four is Ruben Bain. Okay, I like this pick a lot. Robert Saleh and Gus Bradley both do not like to blitz, so to get a guy that can just play on the edge and cause havoc by himself, but very fortunately enough, has Jeffrey Simmons to pair with him. I think is an awesome pick for the Titans. And yeah, I wouldn't take wide receiver at four anymore. Number five for the G men, it is Cardinal Tate. Okay, this is a pick I've obviously made a ton. I feel like it's the perfect wide receiver too to complement, excuse me, Malik Neighbors. I think there's also a shot it could be Spencer Fano, Jermaine Illuminor's free agent. Um, Greg Van Roten is too at guard, but I think Marcus Bowe will start there most likely. So yeah, I mean, getting Carnell Tate I think makes a lot of sense to pair with Malik Neighbors, considering Wandale could very well be gone next year. All right, this mock draft I think is starting a lot better than his 1.0. I like a lot more of the picks. Spencer Fano, the Browns' offensive line is depleted. They have, let's name them all. You got Cam Robinson, you got Tevin Jenkins, you got um, Wyatt Teller, you got Joel Batonio, you got Ethan Posich, and I believe a backup I'm not naming as well. So yeah, like six free agents on the offensive line. So yeah, if Spencer Fano's here, I think it makes a ton of sense. Whether he plays right guard, left tackle, left guard, I really don't care. You're just improving the line for Shador Sanders. All right, seven, Arvel Reese falls. I don't know if DJ is doing trades in this one. Obviously, I haven't looked at it yet, so this is a blind reaction for y'all. But yeah, if Arvel Reese got here, I think it'd be a layup for Dan Quinn. You could use some linebacker help and edge help. Best of both worlds with Arvel Reese. This is a pick I just can't be a supporter of. Like I don't really like it. I love Makai Lemon as a player. I think he's deserving of being a top 10 pick. I just don't like the fit with the Saints. Like Devon Vele is a cool outside body. I wouldn't rely on him. Chris Olave is a great separator that can get the ball. He just to me feels way too similar to Chris Olave, which I guess if you have two of them, that could be a great thing. I feel like personally, like I get why you don't want to take Jordan Tyson either because of the injury concerns. Why not just take Jeremiah Love then? Like I know Kamara would have to be a post June first cut or whatever, or maybe you could keep him with Jeremiah Love for a year. Kellen Moore got your coaching job because of the run game in Philadelphia. Jeremiah Love is widely considered to about everybody I know a top 3 to 5 player in the class. So it's like, I don't know. I just don't think Makai Lemon's a very good fit for the Saints. I would much rather wait till the second round and go like a Chris Bell or maybe the third round and go Chris Brazzle, Jeremy Bernard, Elijah Surratt. I just think there's better options down the board for what you're looking for. All right, number nine for the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, if Jeremiah Love's here, you know it. I know it. It's a layup. It should be the pick. Pacheco and Kareem Hunt are both free agents, nor are either of them very good. Rashard Smith is a fine depth back. Jeremiah Love is the superstar. Tim for the Bengals, love this pick. My favorite pick and my dream pick for the Bengals. If Caleb Downs gets past the Giants and the Commanders, I guess, I mean, this has to be the spot, in my opinion, for him. Geno Stone has been terrible. Luckily for y'all, he is a free agent. Jordan Battle is not very good. Caleb Downs can be a superstar and a game changer in your secondary at safety. All right, Mansour Delane. As a Dolphin fan, can't complain about that at all. You're getting a very safe pick here. True starter on the boundary. I love Mansour Delane to death. I have a top 10 grade on him. So, yeah, as a Dolphin fan, my approval. I really like this mock draft a lot outside of the second pick. Another pick I like. I mean, you need help at the cornerback position pretty bad in Dallas. Savone Ravel was a roller coaster as a rookie. Um, Trevon Diggs has now been cut because he just can't stay healthy, nor is he playing all that good. Ron Bland had a bad year having to start on the boundary a lot. So, yeah, I think Jermod McCoy, who is a true boundary corner, would be a great fit for Christian Parker's defense. The only problem is I haven't seen him play football in well over a year. So, we'll have to see what he looks like. If he goes to the combine, I doubt he does anything. Holy shit. Whoa. Whoa. Like I said, I have not reacted to this. Holy shit. Nick Emmanwori at 13. Now, granted, I have considered this for the Rams to replace a Cam Curl because Quentin Lake plays a lot in the nickel. And this is a guy that can play in the box, can play up top. I don't consider it at 13. 29 is the spot. He feels like a Walmart version or a Goodwill version of Nick Emmanwori. Nick Emmanwori went like 35th in the draft. So while you can say, like he kind of said, he was a great success or whatever, Malachi Starks is, I don't care to hear it. I really don't because it's been that way forever and teams just don't learn. Malachi Starks was good. Emmanwori was really good. Brian Branch was a stud. Kyle Hamilton was a stud. Trayvon Moehrig was a stud. Javon Holland was a stud as a rookie. It doesn't matter. Safety just does not go this high, especially those guys where you're like, yeah, they're a top 25 player. They're not going to go higher than you think, in my opinion. They're just not. I think you're better off going Jordan Tyson here, Sonny Styles. I just can't see this one at all. This would be quite the surprise to me. And speaking of Jordan Tyson, he goes 14th overall to the Baltimore Ravens. I love this fit. Absolutely perfect. I think it's a great compliment to what's already there. And Flowers, Bateman, has Walker. So, yeah, if Jordan Tyson's here, to me, I would run the card in if I was Baltimore to get Lamar a real wide receiver one. 15 for the Buccaneers. They go Sonny Styles out of Ohio State. This is the dream pick for the Bucks. If Sonny Styles somehow makes it here to Tampa, you have to sprint the card in no matter who's on the board. Like, I would argue even he's a better fit than Arvell Reese for the Bucks. So it's like, yeah, if he's here with Levante being a free agent, and I mean, you expect him to be back, but anything's possible. I think this is the pick. The next pick I got a sneak peek of, and my oh my. I understand the logic of taking Vega Ioane because Elijah Vera Tucker and John Simpson are both free agents. It's really just not something I've really considered. I feel like the offensive line's in pretty good shape. You got a ton of money, so I expect maybe you get one, if not both those guys back. But I mean, yeah, I guess in a imaginary world where they both, I mean, currently are not under roster, which is the real world. I don't know why I said imaginary, but saying imaginary because if they both left and you do really nothing, then yeah, I can like Vega a lot more. I just don't think that's going to be the case. But I mean, we shall see. All right, 17 for the Detroit Lions. They're going TJ Parker out of Clemson. This is a pick I've done a ton. TJ Parker just feels like a Robin at the NFL level. Luckily, the Lions have Batman with Aiden Hutchinson. So a very good run defender to play opposite. Al Qaeda Muhammad's free agent. Marcus Davenport's free agent. Other than that, there's nothing there. I like that pick a lot. What the fuck? Excuse my language, but like, what is going on? Let me emphasize, I love Emmanuel McNeil Warren and Dylan Thieneman as players. Why are they going this high? If Malachi Starks and Nick Emmanwori couldn't go this high, and Kyle Hamilton could barely go in the top 15, and Brian Branch couldn't go in the first round. Why are these guys going this high? Because neither of them are better than any prospect I've named. So, I mean, I get it's a need for the Rams and Vikings, but like, are we not learning from NFL draft history? This type of stuff just does not happen. All right, 19 for the Panthers. I hate this pick. Just don't like it. Keldrick Falk. I mean, yeah, you're trying to get pass rush help. Yeah, you can play inside and outside. It feels way too similar to Nick Scorton from last year and Tershawn Wharton, who you gave a massive 3-year deal in terms of, okay, if he's playing on the outside, he's in Nick Scorton's role. If he's on the inside, he's playing Tershawn's role. So I don't know. I don't like this Keldrick Falk pick really at all. He's a good run defender. The thing you need is to get the quarterback on the ground. He can't do that. And it's been a common thing for him at Auburn his whole career. Oh, he got 9 sacks in 2024. It was a nasty looking nine. Like he is not a good pass rusher at all. Cannot get behind this pick at all if I am a Carolina fan. This one I can. The Cowboys, in my opinion, definitely do need edge help. Akeem Esdor is fantastic. Granted, he is an older prospect, but the Cowboys are trying to win now. So, yeah, I fully understand getting Messidor to go with Jermod McCoy. That's a very good first round to me for the Dallas Cowboys. 21 for the Steelers, Denzel Boston. I don't think there's a lot to talk about here. Like, yeah, they clearly need wide receiver help on the boundary opposite of DK. Hell, even Calvin Austin's free agent. So, just in general, they could really use it. Denzel Boston is a plug and play physical starter on the outside, good size. I like that a lot. Uh, I get it. I see what you're trying to do. He could be like your Jonnu Smith on steroids for Mike McDaniel's offense. I feel like Aronde Gadsden can kind of play that role. He's very athletic for his size, 6'5", 240 pounds. I feel like they're expecting him to take a step. So while yeah, it's fine to have two good tight ends, it just feels like the Chargers need a lot more. Caleb Lomu to play left guard, I think would be a good option. Emmanuel Pregnon to play left guard. Peter Woods. Why Peter Woods keeps falling, I don't know. I get the logic. I do. It feels like a wealthy pick, and I wouldn't say the Chargers are wealthy with their need on the interior, the edge, and entire interior of the offense line. I don't I don't know what we're doing here. I don't know why Blake Miller is getting so much love in the first round. I like Blake Miller. I got a top 50 grade on him. Granted, he sits right around 50. So it's like I don't see the first round hype. I think they'd be more likely to go Caden Proctor. I think the absolute dream pick for the Eagles should be Monroe Freeling. He's available, and we're taking a shot on Blake Miller, who very clearly is not ready to start right now. So I don't know. Interesting. And speaking of Monroe Freeland, A plus pick. Wait, okay, he double dips. Now, granted, I've done this before, but like KC Concepcion's there feels like a good weapon. Omar Cooper's there feels like a good weapon. And while I would say Freeling is better than both those players, I guess now that I think about it, I do like it more than I initially thought. But that's assuming Jack Conklin has to be gone after this year. If you want to start Fano at guard to begin with, okay, that's fine. But I'm not the biggest fan of taking a guard sixth overall when we could have had Makai Lemon or Jordan Tyson. So yeah, for the year one where Freeling is left tackle and I guess Fano's right guard, that's fine. What's he saying here though? This draft would be a big success if they land two starting offensive linemen with Freeling joined. If Dewan Jones stays healthy, I think Fano. What if Dewan Jones is healthy? What about Jack Conklin? Like they're not gonna cut. I don't think they can cut Jack Conklin on his contract. So like Monroe's not playing guard, so what? Like Dewan Jones to me is irrelevant at this point. He can't stay healthy, so I don't know. All right, 25 for the Chicago Bears. They go Peter Woods out of Clemson. Um, while he's not exactly the prototypical nose tackle I'd be looking for, he is a tremendous run defender. To me, he's a top 10 player in the class. So yeah, I can get behind this very easily. Yeah, Peter Woods, A plus pick for the Bears. What? What are we doing? The Bills go Malachi Fields at the 26th overall pick. I've seen Bengals send Malachi Fields in the back end of the first. I understand it. He looked really good at the Senior Bowl. He's massive, 6'4", 220. He's a good run blocker. His feet looked a lot faster than what I saw on tape. What are we doing, though? I mean, we literally saw the same Buffalo regime tried to trade Miami a arm and a leg to get Jalen Waddle. Casey Concepcion's here. Why are we reaching on a potential third round receiver, I would say, at the back end of the first? Or hell, if you like Malachi Fields that much, I think you could maybe get him at 60 or trade up to the middle of the second round. This is just too early, man. Like that's crazy to me. All right, Lee Hunter to the 49ers. I'm not fully against this. He is a nose tackle. He's older prospect at 24. The Niners tend not to care. They took Ricky Pearsall, who was older prospect. Um, but I feel like he kind of runs into a problem with Alfred Collins. Now, granted, having three good interior players is a great problem to have, but I think him and Alfred Collins play very similar roles. But Lee Hunter is a very talented player. But my thing is like Caleb Lomus here. Let's play him at left guard, then maybe have him be their parent at left tackle. Emmanuel Pregnon, if you just want a left guard, is here. So interesting. Speaking of Lomu, I like this a lot. Like I said, to me, Caleb Lomu should be a left guard. He has him listed at tackle, so I assume he's going to play right tackle year one. And if he fails there, then yeah, you're going to kick him into guard. Perfectly fine with that for the Texans. 29 for the Rams. They double dip in the secondary, which, man, the one at 13 was a interesting pick. Colton Hood goes 29th. Makes a lot of sense. I believe they just hired the Tennessee DBs coach as their own, so I think Colton Hood and Jermod McCoy will have big stars next to their name for the Rams in the draft. So yeah, if he's here, it makes a lot of sense. 30 for the Broncos, they go CJ Allen. Alex Singleton is a free agent. Justin Sternad is a free agent. So yeah, absolutely. It makes a ton of sense to get a plug and play linebacker. Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. Zion Young does get some first round love. I'm yet to do it just because he got arrested for a DWI in December, so I still have some question marks maybe on the character. But the talent is phenomenal. He's a perfect fit for Vrabel's edge rusher mold. So yeah, let's go ahead and get some size on the edge and get a tremendous pass rusher. My thing is like Emmanuel Pregnant's right here. When you saw how bad Jarrett Wilson was at left guard as a rookie, Pregnon left guard, Jarrett Wilson center. We're making some money in New England. What the fuck? Uh, Once again, excuse the language, but like KC Concepcion goes 32 for the Seahawks. I get what he's saying about being a Rashid Shaheed replacement. I'm like 99% positive Rashid Shaheed will stay in Seattle. Like he was thrilled when he got traded there. They just won a Super Bowl together. He had a great role with the team. You are really reaching now. And if you're saying, oh, he can be the receiver three, I think Cooper Cup's back for a year. And also, I don't want to throw out how good, oh my gosh, how good Torrey Horton was as a rookie before he went down with the season ending injury. So it's like, this is just reaching to reach. It's kind of like the Vega Ioane pick at 16. But yeah, that is going to be the mock draft. My overall grade for this, it was way better than the 1.0, not even close. I'd give it like a 6 out of 10. Like I like when people throw out new ideas, but if they're just dumbass ideas, then I will call it out on it. DJ, obviously one of the most respected people in the draft cycle. That doesn't mean I have to agree with him. And a lot of stuff I tend not to agree with him, but I do have a lot of respect for him. So yeah, that will be the video. Hope y'all enjoyed, man. And until next time, peace out.